Good morning, folks. Welcome back. As you can see, we are not going to be starting from scratch today. This is the forest scene that I made on my own yesterday afternoon, and I think it's going to be a good environment for us to do what I was thinking of for today, with a few changes, but no point in starting all over again. And we're going to be making a settlement of people that have been warped into the wastes. Specifically, they're going to come in on a 1969 Soviet ferry because that's the model I feel like using. Um, so let's go ahead and get started. I think the first thing I'm going to do is I want to have a little bit more control over tree placement than I did with the geoscatter for trees. So we're just going to come through down to here. I actually already did a few on my own anyway, but we'll grab our trees here. And which one is the trees? It's not these, I don't think. Yep, it is this. Cool. Well, let's just get rid of them. Nuke it out. Okay. Leaving us with just the undergrowth and a few of the trees that I made on my own. And for scale, it's kind of hard to tell at this point, there's a human. So even this tiny one is a big tree. And I'm going to take this, move it to lights, and just turn off lights for right now. Fog is already turned off and unselectable, so that's cool. Don't need to mess with that. Yeah. And let's go ahead and bring in our ferry. I want it to be a boat, and I have this model from Polygonic, so we might as well use it. Watercraft, there we go. 1969 Soviet ferry. And it's going to have warped in to our world. I don't really want it to be directly over the water because I want to have land. So actually, I'm going to take these trees here. New collection trees. And let's just turn it off right now. So we want to take this bad boy someplace where I can have it suspended, kind of in our center. So I think that's probably pretty good. And where's our person? Esther. I just want to see how high up this is in relation to her. Yeah, it's not bad actually. Maybe a little bit higher up. Something like that. I like that it's, yeah, I like the offset. I think we're good there. I like that. So let's bring our trees back. And these things are big. I don't know if we need these huge ones when we can use this size one. Let's put it, and I want, the boat is literally going to be like it warped in and got merged between two trees. So there. So it has become part of the tree, for lack of a better word. And let's do Shift D for this one, just because we might change it around a little bit. Let's bring it over and right in through that center. Cool. I think actually let's maybe move this tree over to like there. I know it's ridiculous we have a tree or a ferry suspended between trees, but that's kind of almost the point to this, is we want just that sense of like Huh? That's what I really enjoy about this world. We got those two taller trees there. Now let's create some smaller ones. I'm gonna, yeah, Shift D again. Thankfully, mostly these are just trunks at this point. They're high enough up that you don't really need to worry too much about variation because there's really not that much, but we can scale it up a bit. Just make some, that's slightly different. And we've got a few more though. Let's grab that one again. To here. That is one way to have an accidental treehouse, for sure, right? That was kind of the vibe. I'm just getting a few trees in here. Let's make this one smaller. Like that, and then maybe one more. Kind of over here. And not quite there. There. Okay. Is that enough trees for our forest? I think it's a little less than we had last time. We can make one or two more. Let's see. It seems about right, actually. It's our old camera angle. Maybe here, and we'll even make it just a little lower. So it's like a baby tree. Actually gonna see branches on that one. And if we're gonna do that, I never know when to quit. Cool. All right, save it. So the first thing we're gonna need to do is adjust our geoscattering around the base because we don't have, initially I had done it. Let's go back to geoscatter. I'll show you. So that this one and this one were part of the ecosystem affinity to forest, but that doesn't exist anymore. So now we have to do proximity, repel, trees, and flip it. And minimal distance of like 2. There we go. So now we have those around the base of all of our trees. And because they are outside of the ecosystem, of the biome, they are not impacted by the water. So some of those can be over the water if necessary. And this one, we'll do the same. Repel, trees, and let's just get rid of, let's see, ecosystem, remove affinity. Shouldn't matter now because it doesn't exist, but okay, yep. That's gone, and proximity of like 3. So let's just double check. Turn off all these. And reverse it. All right, run this one. Yeah, and reverse it. Right, a bit further than that though. 5. And even a bit more than that. 8. Just give it a nice. Got some of those around that section. Cool. The only thing I want to change is I also want to make this one. Can I do an upward? No. Okay. I'm just going to move the water or the trees to water. Can I just, let's see. No, not trees. Move this to water. Do I want to do that? Yeah, sure. M to water. Now there's nothing growing underneath of it. Can I create a subgroup for it though? Let's see. I'm not going to bother. It's fine. Should be okay with that. I'm just going to put our buildings in water, which is fine. If we turn the other ones back on, we should be able to see it better now. Let's see. Yeah, that's good. That one's not affected because it's not in, which is fine. And just turn them on. So we know our population for this is late 20th century European. Yeah. We're going to need to do a little bit of, now we get to spend the fun part, which is kind of converting this thing into something a little bit more interesting. I'm just getting all these turned back on, and then we'll turn the whole thing off. Okay, yeah, so we got that. Yeah, maybe I don't want it there. I'm not sure how I feel about it. We'll tweak to this later. I'm actually not sure about the boat here. Let's new collection, boat. Or actually, I'm not gonna call it boat. Buildings. Structures. Buildings, fine. Just because that's what I usually call it. Save it. Yeah, no. We'll leave the plants for right now. Maybe switch the whole thing to jump off of or out of buildings. But all right, so let's turn off trees for right now. Well, ooh, that's what we'll do. That's the best thing. I'm gonna move these two trees into M buildings. That will do what I want. Yeah, that gets rid of that there, but leaves it on the other ones. Cool. Turn off geoscatter. Turn off trees. Cool. We don't need these, and they're kind of high poly, so let's just get rid of that. The rock we can leave. So we are now at our base shape for what we're going to do here. And it's going to have been quite a while time-wise. So let's see. We're going to first come in here. We can edit this thing, right? Yes, good. What's our material for the table? Select. Good. All those can pretty much just go away. Gone. That wood has not either survived or has been reused to the point that it is no longer even remotely interesting. We may use those tires for something else, but let's leave them there for right now. I think we might move them though. Okay. So we've landed here. We're fucked, but fortunately we have a few people on this fully packed ferry that have some idea of what to do. And I think the first thing they're going to do is start building some structures in and around it and maybe up, because they're going to stay up here for protection. Yeah. And I think we will use auto building, maybe the Japanese kit. It's kind of woodsy compared to, it's that or the medieval kit, but I think the Japanese kit is woodsier. And I like it. Wasteland is cool, but it's just a little too metal. Yeah. So let's go with this one. Okay, 7. G, just keep getting. Good morning. All right, so we got that. Oh, R, that's weird. Okay. Cool. Let's close this back out again. Give us some more room. And we're gonna go with, I think the first thing we're gonna do is probably build under this thing around these tree stumps. Shift A, mesh. Cylinder? Sure, let's do a cylinder of vertices. Let's do like 12 sides. And scale up our radius to 4. Yeah, 4 seems good. That looks pretty much alrighty. And just grab it. GZ, bring it up to here. And tab and 3. We're just going to come straight into the building, into the structure here. And we'll probably tweak it a bit on those edges. Do I have a camera? Like a real life camera? Yeah. I don't tend to use it very much anymore. I mostly just use my phone now. But I do. I actually used to be a photographer. Cool. Okay, so we got one there. And I don't want to feel too structurally the same, so we'll build something different over here. Maybe we'll just do a layout first. Can I have a Canon 5D Mark II or 3? Cube. Scale. And up like that. And this one will build out, so just gonna again make it so it's a little funky compared to. Cool. And just solo it. And E down. Yeah, cool. And that seems cool. And now let's go up here. Mesh cube. These trees are always annoying. RZ, kind of line it up roughly like that. Up 3E, not even E, GZ. So it's flat, yes. No, not E though. GZ. There we go. That's better. And normal. Yeah. Just started it, man. Haven't done any more. What you see is what you get. Although there was some lighting from last night. So kinda, I guess. I did use this. No, I don't want to move the whole thing down. Come here. Tab. There we go. And take it to like there. Maybe more. When it's done, absolutely. That is the point. Okay, cool. I didn't realize I was still attached to the other one, but that's fine. It's no big deal. I like that. Like that. And yeah, okay. Let's start there. And let's take this and this and this and join. Tab. Now L P section. Come here. Where's my building? Yep, there we go. Tab A, empty wall A, assign. There we go. Now they're back to something. And we got to kill the foundation. 0. No foundation. Roof. We're not going to go auto flat roof either. Okay. You can go look. All my stuff's up on Instagram and other places. Depends what you mean by photorealistic. That's kind of a that word doesn't usually mean what most people think it means. So kinda, yeah. I try to be fairly realistic. I don't do stylized. Yeah. Okay. Is this? Yeah, I'll turn it off. Okay. Cool. Eldritch 48, same as everywhere else I am. That's where I put up all the final results from these two. Morning, Michael. Good to see you, man. All right. So let's see. What are we looking at for our walls? I think we want to start with old wood for most of these, which would be B. Yes. And if we look, it's going to be lots of fog. Woo! Definitely need to turn the fog off for right now. Okay. That's looking all right. Getting somewhere. Definitely gonna need to change the textures on that bad boy, but you know, hey, I'm gonna just to make my life easier, change our background to use a solid color. Um, World. I'm blind, right? Where am I? Use solid color. There we go. Solid color. White. Now I can see what the heck I'm doing. Alrighty. Let's start over here with this sucker here. Tab. And select these. And do A. Let's see what that gives us. That's that kind of panel, right? Now we don't want that. We want E. Let's try to remember which one this is. E. Yeah, E is what we want for sure. I think really for all of them, probably. E. Not sure I know what you mean. I pretty much do 3D basically exclusively at this point. I don't do a lot of other stuff anymore. Yeah. Now my modeling skills are very meh, honestly. I can do what I need to do, but that's about it. I would not claim to be particularly good at it. Let's see. What was I doing here? Right. 3. Y. And then E. And, or not, no. 2. Control R. There we go. Cool. Yep. F. I try to get away with as little complex modeling as I possibly can. Let's go with that as a roof. Slope. Cool. Tab, come back out. Nice. That's what we wanted. Okay. These are all for myself. I am not currently on a contract. Would love to be, but I work mostly in TV and it's been very, very, very slow even since the strike ended. So sadly, we just do our own thing. Inset E out. And let's make this one windows around here. B. And we'll make this one flat roof. Let's see if we can get something cool looking. All right. Yeah, that's not bad. Want to get it a little less even looking. I want to feel a little bit more kind of fairy tale looking, if that makes sense. E. Okay. Yep. Oh man, I'm not getting into that right now. It's fine. I haven't. The biggest thing I have is I have a 4090 video card, and that's the important thing. Fine. And well, like that. There we go. E down. Okay, we take this here and we make it ID none, assign, but we'll go ahead and give it creases of 0.24. All right, there we go. Cool. Yeah, it's looking good. That's what we wanted. I actually like that stuff sticking at the bottom too. That's cool. Good, 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 good. We could make let's fill that and make it B. Let's see if there we go. Cool. Nice. Again, we're just trying to kind of make it feel a little lopsided and less intentional. We want this one to be ugly, for lack of a better word. I'm gonna do that there. Okay, so it's still covering up that entire part of the boat. Extrude this out. Cool. See you in a bit, sir. And then just solo 2 GZ down. Cool. And 3. Select all of these and make them all E. Actually, I'll make this one well Windows B. Tab. It's not exactly. Oh, I know why, but it's fine actually. Yes. Let's undo that. I'm going to, yeah. Let's see. E. Do that instead. Yes, I think. And then 2. That. Okay. And then this and this F. And then these should all be none. Assign with a 0.24. Let's see what we got. Ooh, we lost everything. Oh, because these are still none. I never changed them around. That's why. Actually, E, B, roof flat. Let's see. Now we're still not right. We've got some extra, probably. Let's solo. A, M, distance. Okay, now let's see. No. 3. Oh, it's didn't get changed. That's none, and none shouldn't be none. That should be E. Assign. Eldritch 48. ELDRITCH 48. Same as my YouTube handle, but no big deal. Okay, there we go. I get that back. That's coming along. And where are we at? 34. We're doing great. Doing great. Actually think I want to. Yeah, come back here. Tab. Okay, so these are. I'm going to grab these ones as well. Just gonna make all these have some cool crease on them, give us some crossbars. And this one, let's go out for it as well. Cool. And we're going to select all these. Well, not that. Those, and make them A. Let's go different, just to make it a little bit different. And Windows B. Again, select these. Cool. And crease 24. And tab. Let's see what we got. We have no roof. We need a roof. Tab. A. M. Distance. Oh, great. This one needs to be roofed. That's why. Roof flat again. No, no roof flat. Assign. There we go. Now I got a flat roof. We have no floor. Oh, probably normals are reversed. Let's see. Gotta turn off that for just a sec. No, they're right. One, there's nothing weird on it. It's just a face. Let's go to wall B, assign, just to give us a material. Oh, well, it does help if I turn it back on too. Save. It's been a while. Should see. There should be something. Why are we not getting a face? There's always a reason. Let's just see what happens if we do that. Okay. Tab 3. That is indeed the short answer. And I even agree with that short answer. Why are you not giving me a floor? That's bizarre. There's nothing keeping it. There should be nothing keeping it from having a floor. I mean, I'm not going to waste too much time on it, but X faces to F assign shouldn't make a difference, but let's just well, it has a face now. Cool. I don't know why. All right, yeah, that's cool. We are kind of balancing it out though again. Which is fine, I suppose. Save. I just don't want it to feel balanced. Oh, I think the other thing we can do, let's add modifier, displace. This is a good time to have this one above it. Let's strength of like 0.1. That'll warp things out just a little bit, but not a lot. Sure. 0.3. In this case, I think we can even do that. Cool. And now let's turn it off for right now because it makes it a pain to deal with. But if you're just curious what it looks like, it's doing that to our building. So it's just putting some lean on it. Okay. Let's see. Oh, it is impaled on trees. So it got warped in literally between these two trees, and the bubble popped and it got stuck there. And the trees just grew exactly where they were. So typical weird ass me behavior, you know? Okay. And 3, E, E, E. And let's just go E. Yeah, no, the foliage is hard to see. I will admit that for sure. F, fill it. Okay. And that face now should be empty will be. Hey, Play. Good to see you. Let's select those. None, assign, 24. Let's just make sure we got. That's cool. I like having that little walked out thing there. And here, tab Y. We're going that way, so let's go this way just to differentiate it. Very steep, because why not? Select these, make them roof sloped. F, F, I want to make them C, sure. Tab. Nice. Cool. I get to make up my own projects right now, so that is somewhat of it's a bit of a cheat to have a good project when you're like, oh, what'd you do? I made it up. It's mine. Okay, that's cool looking. Let's keep going. 2. Back into here, tab, Shift A, cylinder, GZ. Cool, I like it. And then E, S, Shift Z, down like that. Cool. And 3, normals, out. Cool. And, well, I don't know if I want this high though. There we go. That's better. 3, none, 0.24, plus, plus, plus. Yeah, I saw there's a random flow update. I haven't installed it yet just because I don't want to be weirded if I need to use it before I play with it at least once. I saw he was changing some stuff that looked kind of cool. Seemed like he was adding a bit more controllability to the pipes, which is neat for me. I am kind of psyched about that. Wall B assign tab. Cool. Actually, I'm gonna make this roof flat, right? Cool. Something like that. Just to give us a platform. And I like platforms. Come back, tab again. Let's inset E up and face, poke face, 1 GZ, 3. Come on, C. There we go. Grab all those. Right? Is that all of them? Okay. Roof slope. Assign 2. Crease. Cool. And I want to crease here too. Save. Tab. Don't crash. Come on, Blender. There we go. Look at Disneyland. Let's bring back our tree. If we're gonna go with that, I don't mind that, but then let's do that too. Okay, and even maybe. Let's just do all these. Yeah. That should be, come on. Let's do it on the top. Yeah, I know why. Tab, Shift N, inside face, tab. Should be better, right? Yeah, I still don't see it. Now it's fine. Do I use Unity or Unreal? Not at the moment. I used to use Unreal, and I kind of stopped because I didn't like the renders. I didn't think they looked that great. It's gotten better since then, but since I mostly just do stills, I don't really need that kind of graphics engine stuff. Ooh, I bet that'd be cool. Tab. Let's see, 2. Let's add some edge loops here. We'll go ahead and make them also have loops. Cool. But then we can take 1 and we can just distort this. Not too bad, but just enough that it's like wonked, which is a verb, right? Oh, yeah. How old am I? Almost 49, 48. So I am an elderly man. No, not old, but yes. Those are not cool. How old are you? Yes, you can verb about anything, Michael. That's true. And I kind of like it. Maybe I'm gonna take this loop out and just make it 0 because it was like doing weird. Yeah, I think that's better. Clearly, that is the question. All right, that looks cool. I think we're getting there. Where are we at time-wise? 49. We're doing excellent. I'm gonna I want to wonk again some of this out here too. So what does that look like? Solo, tab. This face here, it is none. This face here is also none, but didn't seem to be none. Was it? Yeah, I don't even want that face. I'm just gonna get rid of it. That'll show you. Yeah. Save. Okay. Let's make some more weird shit now. Let's bring back our trees so we can see what the hell it looks like. Okay. I think we need to do something with this base here. I'm not loving this yet. I actually think it might be a bit too big. Take it in more. Something like that. Sure. Then we can go like that. Like that. Yeah, why not? And then let's just do this. Sure. It's giving us way more architecture. Yeah, we don't need this much. We can just get rid of this. X faces. Fill it. Tab. Cool. Yes, 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 yes. We do need a floor though, don't we? I don't know why it's wanting to flip these, but this seems to work. Yes, it does. But we don't want it to be B. We want it to be empty wall B. Cool. Yes. Excellent. If only because it gives us the ability to do some more playing here. Let's add that on the roof there. I'll split it out. And E. And normal, right? Yes, normal. SC0. Flatten it in. Cool. And then E and E and again we'll do that. Select all these. ID none. Assign. And then we're going to select that and edge, bridge edge loops, and B assign and tab. That looks good, but I didn't get my come on. Come on. There we go. 3, actually 2. Let's grab this one, this one, this one, this one, that one, and that one. Sure, why not? And increase 0.24. And yeah, fuck it. Let's just do the whole there. Save. I'm just trying to make something that feels random, which is tough when you're doing architecture because the human tendency is just to make something non-random as much as possible. But that's working for me. Morning, Micah. That looks cool. Okay, bring it back. Yes. Yeah, we're getting there. Cool. Okay, come back in. Come back in. Tab 3. Ooh, do we want to face poke faces? Control -1. Turn on proportional. GZ. So we get a different slope. That's cool. And I don't care that it goes into the tree. So 3. Come on, just grab. I be this way. 1 plus 3. There we go. That'll do it. Roof slope assign. Save. And let's take this. E out. And make all those windows, which was B, right? Yes. And then let's take, actually, I don't even need to do that on this. Yeah, no, they're separate, so we should be good. 2, turn off proportional. Maybe. 3. Y 2 on connected only. Do not. Oh. That's cool. Cool. 3. Make all these sloped roof. Yeah, 2. This one, F3, C. Let's try C. Tab. Hell no. I regard cryptocurrency as one of the great evils of the world. So, frankly, I feel like people who use it are kind of usually a little bit on the dumb side. So, that has been my observation. No. Tab. Okay. Cool. And tab. And I want F, which will be A, Shift N. Today it seems to want to that. So let's see. Or not this time. Yeah, you bastard. I'm not even sure I'm going to worry about it right now. My Michael, do I have an opinion about anything? I don't know. All right. That's looking kind of cool. I want to do a little bit more on this tower over here, but I feel like we're getting into having a reasonably good basis for our thing. And we're at an hour. This is the kind of thing that just goes so fast. Um, I'm not liking this tower. Um, you know what? I think I'm just gonna delete these and actually we'll just kill these two. L. Okay, two, select those, E. Ooh, we can even walk it out a little bit, that's cool. Select all that, none, assign with a 0.24, tab. All right, no, it's not, okay. Doesn't like these. Um, 0. Okay, cool. Yeah, I like that better. That's cooler. All right. Maybe I will do a little bit of materializing now, I think. The houses are good, but we need to mess with the ferry. So let's just start jumping into that. See what kind of materials we have to play with. It's pretty basic, really. There's not a lot to this one. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is every glass window is going to be glassed up. So let's look, or boarded up. So these are, that's 3, just makes glass basic. It's that one. And wood, Japanese old wood wall. Let's try that. Select U, cube projection. Oh, no, that should be right. UV. Oh, I'm just gonna use another one. You know what? Screw it. Let's go back to glass again, just so I have it. Okay. And make a new one. Plus, assign. There we go. UV editing. S5. Let's try that, see if that's enough. Shading. New. Old. Like, kill the caps locks. Old planks. Shift T. Textures. Plants. Wood. Worn wood. Planks old. Let's just go with planks old. And I don't want displacement. I'm just gonna get rid of that and switch it to a bump. I don't know if that makes a difference, but you know, whatever. Give me just my boat. Um, Why are we not getting any kind of a UV on it though? We should be. Shift N, Control V, Alt V. Yeah. Face orientation. No, we're oriented right. Okay. Old planks edit. U cube projection. Should be right. UV editing. Why is there another boat here too? Oh, well, that's going away. Okay, tab. Select S10. That feels like it should be better. It's still just the solid color, like it's not getting a UV on it. Why is that? There's no modifiers. Something, no, should be. That's very strange. Assigned to old planks. Yeah. Shading. Old planks is set to UV. UV is set. I'm at a loss. I don't really understand what's going on here. It says it's not UV'd. I know it is. Are they set to extend? Shouldn't be. Shading. Should be repeating. Repeat. Yes. Okay. Weirdness. What's going on? Tab. Select. Just going to separate off its own object. So I can now see it and just mess with it for right now. Okay. Tab A, U, cube projection. Yes. Generated. So generated gives us something. Normal. UV. Is my UV different? Do I have a different UV map? Yes, that's why. Got it. Okay. Now we're gonna, I figured it out. A U cube projection. Yes. Woohoo! It is a Russian ferry. Yes. 1969 Russian ferry. Cool. Well, that's good. I figured out what's going on. S10. Cool. Yeah. It's like, what's going on? Well, that's what's going on. There are multiple UV maps on these objects because they allow to add stuff for bumps in the tool. Search. Hue saturation. I'm going to turn them down a little bit. Saturation of like 0.3. Yeah, there we go. Happy fucking day. Cool. Well, now we know we need to do this for the other object too. I'm just going to go through and nuke all these UV maps because I don't need them. Yeah. And tab A, U, cube projection should be good. Alrighty. So we've covered up the windows with planks, which we knew we wanted to do. Now, let's make sure we're saved. I want to add significant grunge to this white. So let's see, which material is this? Three. Rubber white. Okay. And we could just mess with it, but it doesn't really need to be any of those things. I think we are just going to go with there we go. Shaders, big, medium, small, metal sheeting. Throw that on there, and it's not going to be right because we're going to get rid of this, right? Yeah. Shift. There we go. Now I can delete that. Shift A, search, RGB, color. There we go. Now it was white. We're going to increase the dirt distance to 15. Yeah, we're going to increase our edge wear distance to 1, maybe even 3. Oh yeah, 3 is good. Cool. Looking right. That's what we want to do. And this is going to be dirty white. And now we're going to come back and edit, tab. This is rubber boat blue, right? I suppose. And keep it and use it as that. Control C and give it white, dirty white. And we're going to do dirty blue. Probably could have just done this before, but you know, whatever. Dirty blue, saved. Yeah. Now it looks FUD up, which is great. We want it to be FUD up. And I want to add a little bit more stuff to it. Oh, let's take the orange, do the same thing. Not a lot of it left, but plastic orange. It's just got a basic color. Hex, copy it. Dirty blue, new. Actually want dirty white because it was a color. New. Paste our hex. Great. Cool. Okay. We're good there. Let's go back. So I think that's really all the materializing we needed to do. We might want to get rid of that one life preserver. Did I crash, Blender? Oh, you bastard. Come on. Do 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 do. There we go. I just saved it, so we should be fine. Yep. I think we're good. I do want to come in here. I think I'm just going to get rid of this thing. L, no, Control L, X, vertices, Control L, X, vertices. Cool, that's gone. And oh, I want that to be a little longer, don't I? Oh, this is, oh, I see, this needs to be, just need to fix it that way. Cool. Yeah, that just needs our 0.24. Yeah, exactly. It's not a real live stream till it crashes at least once. You're not pushing it hard enough till then. Come on. Save. Cool. That's all right. I think just for interest, this is its own object now, right? Yeah. Tab. Gonna remove this face, this face, this face, this face, this face, this face, this face. Are there double panes of windows? Interesting. Cool. Ah, that's good enough. Save. I'm going to take our curtain because I'm sure our curtain is going to be way too pretty. Curtain fabric. Now let's just use the grunge fabric now. Grunge cloth. And that should be good. Let's save, see what it looks like, because we're paranoid. You're thinking, come on. Yep. Oh yeah, that's better. A few holes in. Yeah, I'm digging that. That's pretty badass. We got what? 10, 11 minutes? We're doing good. And we already have the environment set up because I have it from yesterday. So that's easy. We don't have to add a sky or anything. Let's just add a few tchotchkes. Maybe let's pull up the Valhalla kit from 3D, Kitbash 3D. See if that has something we want. Probably does. Just something we can break the silhouette with. Maybe a ladder might not be a bad thing to have. The other one to look at would be the Favela kit, but I'm thinking. There we go. Let's come down here so we look small. I like having some laundry. I think that's a good thing to have just in general. And I'm not sure where to put it, but I think I'm going to put it right up here. Object set origin 3D cursor. object, to origin. There we go. And cool. Move it out. Maybe do one or two more. There we go. Well, it's Viking laundry. I think it's just cloth, basically. But, you know, hey. Let's grab this one. Delete the old one and then install a new one is almost always what you're supposed to do. That is the correct answer. Whether it's necessary or not, yeah, I don't know. But oftentimes, if you don't, you can have both versions going at the same time and they can screw with each other. So I always delete. If you don't, it depends on the modifier, but you can get some very weird shit happening. So, these damn trees just get in my way. Cool, that's fine. Just a few things up there. Can always do more, but drying fish. We like drying fish. That's another good one. They are trying to avoid things on the ground, so we'll keep it up here. Well, and that's why, is because if you don't, the way Blender works, if you give it a new version number, you can have both running at the same time. Sometimes that's a good thing. Like for Geoscatter, for a while, I ran before when it was called just Scatter. I ran two versions of it simultaneously because they changed some stuff, and that was cool. And you were allowed to do that, and it made sense. I mean, allowed meaning it worked. I'm gonna get rid of this antenna thing. Let's see. Mhm. Normally for me, it's delete, close Blender, reopen Blender, reinstall. That's the best way to do it. Not saying it's the only way to do it, but probably the best way to do it. There we go. There's a ladder. And I don't know where they're going to go up here. Where's our entrance to our ship going to be? Maybe over here? I feel like this ladder's not going to be long enough. And yeah, it might be. Close. Should be if we go. There we go. Yeah. It's off the ground. That would work. It's still reachable. Seems cool. Maybe we will come in here to this thing then. Can we edit it? Yeah, let's put it here. Come here. There we go. Cool. There. Cool. Now we'll move our ladder over to there. Woohoo! That's good. Got ourselves our ladder. Got our fish drying. See, is there anything else that's just like, ooh, we want to have that right now? We have no walls. That's cool. um, let's put this gate there by our ladder. This is where I start getting like, ooh, we could do this and this and this and yeah. And then you never see any of it in the final renders. But like it's fun to do, whatever. There we go. Now we got like a door thing going on there. I like that. Okay. I wouldn't mind a little bit of like firewood in there. Let's grab the firewood. I'll put it right up here. Okay. Again, no one but me is ever going to see that there, chances are, but I just kind of like having it there. Actually, yeah, it's fine. Exactly. That's the advantage of doing. It's also what streams are for. I was talking to a friend and he's like, "Why are you making this whole ruin?" I'm like, "Because it's good for a stream. Because if all I did was this shot that I'm going to see, you'd be done in like 2 minutes, and what's the point in that?" Um, yeah. So here's what they took all of those chairs and tables and made out of them, I guess, right? Mm, we got stuff up there. We got stuff there. Let's just put that right here. Like if all I was doing was making an illustration, I could be done these in like 20 minutes probably because I just wouldn't worry about any of this other crap. But I like this other stuff, so whatever. Um, rotate the boat, and you have to rotate everything else afterward forever, which is, how it goes. There we go. That's cool. And I mean, I feel like that's cool. I suppose we could put some like hanging cables or something, but there's no real reason for it. It doesn't really add much to our scene. Let's go turn our stuff back on. See what we have. So there's the rest of our trees. Save. And geoscatter back on. Cool. And our light beam back on. And we're just going to move it a little bit even, I think. Now we actually have something for it. This is our original shot from yesterday, if I was going to keep the same camera angle, but I'm not going to. I think it's cool. I enjoyed this one. I like doing these kind of Lost Boy kind of houses too. It's always been a huge vibe for me. I used to love, I don't know, anything even like the Hook movie or anything where you get to like, oh, we got just like these weird grown structures that look all random but actually were built by somebody. I used to make stuff like this when I was a kid all the time out of like popsicle sticks and things like that for my GI Joe figures. Um, Huge nerd. Fog on, geoscatter on. Cool. Save. And photographer. Focus on, yeah, that there seems good. And I kind of might want one or two more trees. I feel like we just need another tree. I'm gonna do that. What did I just do? Nothing. Okay, good. Geoscatter, go off. Alt D. Let's just take this over to there. And Alt D and over to here. And to like back there, probably. Yeah. Not quite. So there we go. Don't want to be too even is the biggest thing. Cool. Save. There we go. Who's nerdier fight? No. That way lies madness. Madness. All right, let's see. Save. I think we're going to be happy with this. You guys don't get to see me make the environment, but come on, you've seen me make these environments like 100 times now. So there's nothing really interesting there. It has fog. It has an HDR of a cloudy sky. The end. Oh yeah, yeah, working for me. We like it. We are happy with this, and we'll definitely come in closer and do some other shots too. But I'm liking just that wonked out silhouette looking thing. See, there's our ladder. It's cool. So we can kind of see the stuff we added. Our laundry's up there. um, I feel like that works pretty well. I'm reasonably pleased. I might want to put just a little something down here in the foreground, but I'm not sure what it is yet. I might even just be a rock. But just to break that up, maybe let's do a rock right there, and then we'll call it. Um, Okay. Turn off geo, and we'll put a rock here. Just to break the space up. I just like that. Um, that's purely a personal compositional choice, but for me, rocks. Let's do this granite photo scan thing here and add it. Let's scale it up a bit more. Okay, yeah, it's going into the ground. That's really all I wanted. Cool. And let's guessing, but let's see. Turn back on geoscatter. Again, people will be wondering for years, why is there a Soviet era ferry stuck between these two trees? But that's the beauty of this world that I love so much. You get to do shit like that. Same reason there's a, Ford Explorer stuck under the side of a cliff from Saturday, because we just roll like that. Save on. My favorite worlds are the ones where there's stuff that obviously has a reason but makes no sense. It's like I don't get it. Yeah, that rock is that's gold right there. Just to break that space up. Cool, cool, cool. We're gonna turn off our Humi because we don't need him for right now. Great. I'm good with this, folks. I think we're good. I'm gonna get it rendered out, post it up, and be back again tomorrow, and we'll figure something else out to do. Um, thanks for hanging out, everybody. I appreciate it. Like I said, if you feel like supporting me on Patreon or whatever, cool. But please at least make sure you like and subscribe here, and I'll be back again later. Yeah. Oh, the watermelon, right? Oh, Bucker Banzai, 40 years ago this year, man. Love that movie. Newly joined, nice to see you then, Hum. That's awesome. Cool, folks. Take care. Have a great rest of your day, and we'll see you again.